is going to be a fast game. And I hope it's going to be, again, one of those games where it's just maybe 10 kills in the first 5 minutes, 5 apiece, 6-4, something like that. This is going to be fast. You rotate fast, you find pickoffs fast. And for Zeta, I'm glad they eventually just leaned towards CC and Lapu because they didn't need any more damage. I mean, in terms of like Kimmy and Yi Sun-shin as your main damage leaders, that's good. But Sheffin, your quick thoughts on the draft?
I don't care about the draft. I just want to see a 2-1 man Zeta division. Please win this.
Hey, they might not have the better draft on paper, but they got the power of friendship. Sheffin,
You are my Nakama.
plot armor.
Well, see how strong that plot armor really is. Will
5
Zeta force
seconds
a
till the
game
enemy
number
reaches
3,
the
the first
battlefield.
game number 3 we're going to be
Smash
seeing in our wildcards, if ever,
All
or will
troops
Leon
deployed.
just meet expectations and end it here? It's game number 2.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
So for Zeta division, I hope they're taking a page out of Leon Esports' book. Don't be too overzealous in the early game. You have two marksmen working out for you, and that's a way for you to be able to hold down, even though you're down by quite a lot. You still have that scaling ability, you know?
Yeah. This is how it's going to play out, though. In the XP lane, the Yuzong definitely is going to win out level 1 to 3. Junichi's going to have a tougher time.
Yeah. Once you get to level 4, though, it becomes a bit more equal. I guess if we trade the ultimate, Lapu was going to win just a little bit, but that's not the real fight. The real fight for this 2 XP laner is in the exact
Viana?
Uh-oh.
Yo, why is he walking up to Viana? Takes on the 2v1. The power of friendship prevails.
Yeah. It's not fair, 2v1.
Well,
It's an ID. This is not allowed.
That's a great start there for Zeta Division. I think he really wasn't expecting that the field would be there, but then he saw it. He had time to just start walking away slowly, but still decided to go for it. And a little bit questionable as well as to why Jinzu and Agi did not make the most out of the fact that they didn't see the hill on the right side of the jungle. They could have quickly gone to the orange side, except they just hovered around the mid instead of trying to apply pressure onto Ten and Katsu.
No, it's called being patient, Wenmar. I
To
don't
me,
want to get advantage in early game.
To me, it's overthinking, man. To me, it's overthinking.
That's definitely something that they miss out on, especially with the
Yeah.
Farsa, right? This is
Khalid
the
and
best
Farsa.
potato in the whole entire game in the mid lane. Why not just use that in the early game?
Yeah, you have Farsa and Khalid. You can afford that after you clear the first minion wave, you look at the jungle real quick.
I mean, both of them are flying.
Uh-oh. Okay, Jinzu gets away. That's true, but Kimmy is flying as well.
Oh, okay.
Floating.
Jetpack, right.
Juviana's not forward. This is horrible for
Yeah.
Leon Esports. This looks like it's going to be a free turtle over to Zeta Division. Kani, it's not actually zoning the Hayabusa, but Water is not finding the angle now. Gets the flow. 10 is able to go for the registry. Oh my goodness, Agi with flicker out now. Jinzu take it very, very low. And Katsu gets the lasers shots on to Jinzu for the second kill.
Yeah, it's a roamer and objective game trade, but I think it works out for Zeta Division from the economic side. 1.6k gold lead, yeah, already for this team, and they're playing a late game comp, so it works out really well for them.
Massive. This is the best Zeta Division literally has looked all wildcard long. The best start that they've had, the first 3 minutes, best first 3 minutes that they've had. And again, the pressure continues onto Juliana. So a lot of respect from Kani and Junichi to actually stop that Yuzong from popping off.
Oh, flicker out now. Dispersion of damage over to 10, but the Shuriken, the Quad Shadow finds the kill on Katsu. Down below, Junichi winning out of the trade.
That's how it is with Apulapu and Yuzhang, man. But Junichi will try to go back first and get some HP. Juliana will be late in the laning phase, or okay, to go back Jinzu.
Raging Sandstorm, good trace this away, and Kani picks up the kill now as Agi tries to get a read on the movement of Kani, but he's too quick with it. Hi-hi.
Okay. Some Japanese here from Merco. I'm not familiar with your game, but yeah, if it's
Shout out to
Khalid,
Rashi.
okay, if it's Khalid and Hilda, it's a battle of who owns the bush first, especially with the Farsa as well, right? This is a hero that, you know, maybe a pseudo Kadira without the ultimate. You know, the first kill and second skill, that's a lot of pure burst damage in the early game, and Kimi cannot do that.
As we look at the Realme hand cam there of Water, still deathless, but Zeta Division are applying pressures on his roam and mid, which is stopping his effectiveness somewhat, although he was able to get that sweet dive straight onto Katsu in the center of the map just a few moments ago. Whoa. Ljubljana still really struggling up against Junichi. Now, once we go into the second turtle fight, might be one of those scenarios where Leon, this is their best shot of just flipping the script and taking control of the midpoint.
That should be the case, and Jinzu has the flicker too. Watch out for that Raging Sandstorm power because 10 is gonna be a squishy target for the Khalid. Juric, that's an early. Oh my famous fighter. Hope it comes out when the next objective fight begins. I don't know if it's gonna come out. Maybe?
It take some time. There is a Black Dragon form for Juviana and the Petrify as well.
Okay, Black Dragon form used up now. Kani in the back line. Look at Agi. They're gonna have to use all their resources to defend Agi. Even the Raging Sandstorm let out 2 with a furious stab of the Petrify though. That's what they need. The amount of shocker lands. Jun Ichi could not find the angle, and Zeta will lose their early lead to Leon Esports.
That is proper disrespect, man. Yeah. You're just grouping up in front of a Khalid like that? That's an easy picking free real estate for the Khalid.
Yeah, it also didn't look like Katsu and 10 were completely on board with just going for that dive, that sequence. I thought they were giving space to 10, but now it's his jungle getting pressured. He was forced back. He couldn't complete that turtle take. That looked like a massive miscom by Zeta Division.
Oh, a dive under turret. Mount a shot to pop the watch out of his land. 10 could time this. Can he get it on time? No, Water's too quick.
Yeah, and all of a sudden the 1.6k gold lead is now shifted towards 200 for Leon Esports. Oh man, not looking good at all for Zeta Division, as I mentioned earlier though. Let's look and play with this 2 marksman comp, although there's a lot of solution on the other side. The dive is also nasty as well from Leon Esports, and they have a lot of range to work with.
So this game extends, so it might be a similar story to the previous game. Leon, right on the moment we called it, they were able to find the turnaround, but it felt a little bit more just like, again, because of Zeta miscalculating their odds with forcing that sequence. So it's not dire straits. This doesn't mean that Leon will have full control of the game, although Zeta need to start looking at trying to find a way to get more towers down, as Leon has a 2-tower lead.
Looking at the items though, nothing too crazy so far. Junichi, weird situation. Still fine.
Yep. Water. Oh, Mountain Shocker lands as well. Water taken down by 10, and Kani. Lamage walks up here on the Esmeralda. The traction pulse will force out the flicker out from Lamage. Jinzu floating away, or surfing rather, sorry.
Water is solidified by the Mon Shocker, and you cannot get away from that situation, man. Gotta watch out. And I always say this is the Hayabusa disease. You thought you are more slick than you thought.
Now Water is able to get back in time for that turtle. Zeta Division did not have the opportunity to take down a tower up top, so now they just have to force a full 5v5.
They're gonna go on Turtle. Turtle number 1 was secured by Zeta. Turtle number 2 by Leon Esports. Now, the final turtle of the game. Black Dragon Farm gonna be used up with the Clock Shadow already used. Junichi coming down with the Raging Sandstorm, and the Petrify locks him again for Water to get the free retry, but Juviana will fall. Lamage shredded down as Kani disrupts the backline. Will be able to flick around. Jinzu! Oh no! You hate to see it! He goes on the wrong target, and now he has to eat the laser beams of Katsu.
That's unfortunate, man. As we always say, that's a tilter and a half.
Oh, Sheffin, you're a Khalid main. How do you feel about that?
I'm feeling a lot of things.
That's plot armor. You know what? That's plot armor.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm pretty sure Kani, after that, he just let out a huge sigh of relief. I really thought that was it. Jinzu could have easily gotten him, but the enhanced basic attack went to a different member of Zeta as Kani walked away. Zeta walks away with 2 kills. Still not going to be able to open up. Oh, Junichi!
Just goes in. CC immune. Goes through him, goes over the stun as well, but won't be. Oh! Hold on now! He finally falls. All right. That makes more sense. The turret does go down, though.
Yeah, he just took it like a good boy. Agi didn't really attempt to get away from that situation. I guess he does not have the wings by wings.
Yeah.
You've got to count for that single dash of Lapu Lapu that can catch up to teamfight quite fast, man.
Yeah, it felt like he just accepted it. He didn't even use his flicker out of there. It's just like, okay, this is my life now. I'm sure.
Sometimes in life, you just got to know when to accept defeat, you know?
Yeah. It's okay. He just knew that wasting the flicker and trying to get away would not have been worth it.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. Oh, man. They just don't like Katsu. Mountain Shocker lands on Jinzu, but he's able to heal up for a bit as Kani gets the kill back. It's a roam traded in for a mid laner, so good for Leon as they push in bottom wave as well.
Not only it's a mid laner, it's a scaling mid laner. It's no longer the Kadita, it's a Kimi, so it's more value for Leon Esports. Although, wait, Zeta Division is up by 1.5k gold lead? Since when?
Since that big swing with that team fight.
Okay.
When
With the
Jinju
plot
got
armor.
taken down.
Remember the plot armor?
Plot armor.
You don't remember the arcs of the show you're watching, man.
Oh, God. This is wild card, man. It's supposed to be wild.
Yeah. And,
Oh, Jeffin is in the building.
What's up?
what's up, Sheffin?
That's quick. That's quick, Jeffin.
What?
You're
Yeah.
learning.
Oh. Oh, the camera. Just realized.
Hey, Lord. It's taken to, what the hell? Aki already canceled the Feather Airstrike in the back line. The Point Star move will be used on Junichi and Katsu taking him low, but there's no one to follow it up. Raging Sandstorm 10. Great traces away as the stun from Junichi won't land, but 10 is finally showing his fangs here. Now the Shadow Kill used up. The Black Dragon will fall from the skies.
And this is the Nakamas of the region of Japan. Unfortunately, Leon Esports was not able to use their window quite properly. Everyone is just scattered and they go in one by one. That should not have happened.
Holy friendship.
It's working. The power of friendship is working out for Zeta Division. Anime arc on the way, maybe, but we can boil it down to why was Aki using his feathered airstrike way so early? And it looked like Lamaj, the entry of Lamaj, even he didn't expect that feathered airstrike to be dropped down right away and then canceled it right away.
The pendulum swings quickly here.
It's the ego, man.
You think it is a little bit of an ego thing coming in from Leon Esports?
Could be. Right, Sheffin?
Might be the case, and we're might be looking at the first ever 2-1 in wildcard after how many matches?
That's right. This could be our first third game.
6 match? This is
Yeah.
sixth match?
This is match 6.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. Oh, what?
Whoa!
Didn't this happen yesterday? The Black Dragon getting used, like, baited out. Guys, this is a lord. Like, they still need that resource.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a free charge into the mid lane. The Holy Shield will get him down, but they still have a... Oh, wait. No Black Dragon. Zeta... Okay, will not siege. They won't siege. Never mind.
I'm actually surprised that they did not siege. Junichi still has the Flicker. Junichi still has the Bravest Fighter too. They can just cheaply take that, but I guess they don't want to take the risk.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of resources aside from the Black Dragon form too.
Usually in that scenario, I think they were looking at the Feathered Airstrike. If it was used by Agi early again, then they would have continued the siege. But the fact that Agi held onto it this time, they just decided, not going to be worth it. The Farsa can easily clear. We're wasting time. Let's just retake control of the map here. I also like how they didn't quickly rush to clear the minion waves because now Leon Esports is forced to go out of the base a little bit, which increases the chances that Zeta might actually be able to find a little mishap play by Leon.
I hear that Miracle, Win of Nature.
Yeah, I like that with a nature purchase.
Yeah.
Oh, third item.
Which is, in a way, kind of feels like a bit rushed, but you have to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hayabusa and also Yujon. This is probably the
And
best
Khalid.
divers in the game too. Yep, and there's no way you can get away from the Khalid, right?
Yep.
The Flicker, the Raging Sandstorm, it's gonna come at you. You're not gonna be quick enough to respond.
Slow and steady management of the minion waves by Zeta Division. Leon Esports also not being too eager to try and show themselves in the map.
Lamach hasn't died just yet, despite him on a quote-unquote frontliner here. I'm actually so impressed, but Katsu so far, no DHS just yet. Let's see if he actually decides to build that.
Oh, it just makes sense that Katsu would eventually build into it.
That's why I was
Right.
expecting the DHS, but then he went win the nature, so I was like, oh, okay, that makes
Yeah.
more sense though.
Yeah, it does. It gives Leon a little bit more time to work with, though, but not a lot.
Yeah.
5.5k gold lead for Zeta Division right now. They have all the control in the map here, and also the long lane going in for them. It's a matter of how you execute this Lord Dance, and there you go, on Shocker.
They're rushing.
On the Chaka, yeah, they're just gonna go for the blitz now. Even Raging Sandstorm landing on the back line. The Lord has already been taken down, and the traction pulse cancels out the healing. Another dive to the back, but the Win of Nature keeps Katsu alive. Lamaj jumping with the point armor, but it's a flicker out the safety as Junichi's able to find the stun. Lamaj in the back water with a quad shadow, and it's the front-to-back win for Zeta Division.
That's a Hail Mary that didn't pay off by Leon Esports. A bit too overzealous that time, but they decided to take the risk. Now, this is the task. Can you defend?
Lord charge in the mid lane. Kani gonna try to zone. Junichi now with the Brave Spider on Aggie. Goes straight to it in the back line. It's Water who tries, but gets caught by the Mountain Shocker of 10 and the damage of Katsu. Lamaj standing strong in the front. Still, no DHS, no Shred to deal with the Esmeralda, so they defend.
Wow. Another chance to come back here for Leon Esports, but the chances are looking slimmer by the minute with how much item that Zeta Division has stacked up. BOD for 10, that is a big item spike, especially for the squishy members of Leon Esports.
Because of the lead of Zeta Division, Agi now had to rush a Divine Glaive as well, just so that they could match somewhat the damage. Par for par, 10, Brave in front of Lamaj's Esmeralda. Another feathered airstrike to help clear the minion waves and force Zeta Division back, who are now in full control of this game. Divine Glaive for Katsu.
Wow.
So Katsu skipped the DHS altogether, went straight for the Glaive instead.
Interesting. So he decided to go for, or Katsu decided to go for a more like magic-based kind of build. More DHS could still definitely work, right?
Yeah.
They can still go. He can still go DHS next.
But it's not the DHS. Holy Crystal would have been too greedy, but at this point, I think Katsu is already really fine with, even if he doesn't get to the 5th item, these 4 are already set for them, considering that the Blade of Despair is already locked in. Full item build for the Yisun Shin.
That is a big gap in the XP lane too. Especially in the jungle, 3.6k. Like I can't believe I just passed through that.
Yeah.
3,600 gold lead for Hayabusa and Yisun Shin. Yes, Yisun Shin is a better farmer objectively, but oh man, that's way too big at this point.
It's also a big deal that in the last major sequence that we saw, Water tried to go for the back line, jumped onto 10 and Kani, but just quicker hands by 10 with the Mountain Shocker. That kill is actually what gave enough gold for 10 to instantly lock in the BOD right after that. So with Zeta taking the slower approach yet again, they're just going to maximize the minion waves. I don't think Leon's going to fall for another Rush Lord.
Oh no,
what Zeta
that's
did.
it for Junichi. Does he want to go in?
No. No wings by wings, yeah. This could be an angle for Junichi, but he will play it a bit safer.
That's the way to go, man. Like at this point, you cannot afford to make any small mistakes. A single death of a single member is more brutal than ever at this point. And Junichi is gonna be the one that's solving the Farsa problem, right? Because no one else can get through as easily as this Lapu Lapu.
Yeah. Jiju now has a Winter Crown, so Zeta's Division needs to watch out for that. Not going to be as easy to take down this Khalid once he dives in with the Raging Sandstorm, while Lamaj now has a Radiant Armor. So now more than ever, Katsu will be full building the DHS as the first opponent is already in the zone. What? Going for Rose Gold.
Oh,
going for Magic
Lord.
Blade.
Interesting. So prefer safety over anything
They're
else.
trying to
but
ignore Lamaj, right? Like that's the... Oh man, that's a lot of damage on 10 with the Feather Airstrike. Good cancel by Kani there. But it's not nearly enough of a trade. 10 is very low. Pass and regen. Now the Mountain Chakra as well, but Lamaj is too darn tanky. Free Minette in the front, trying to hold on. Junichi, no. Bravest Fighter is on cooldown for a bit. The Traction Pulse. Oh, Jinzu gets away, actually uses the heal for a bit.
Man.
All right.
This does not feel like a 7k gold lead game.
Yeah.
Especially with the way Lamaj is playing. He is so brave against these 2 marksmen. And that might be why DHS is so valuable to buy at this point.
But there's no dragon. He's already used it earlier, Juviana. Does still have the Petrify, can look for a set. Junichi has a Brave Spider back up already as Kani tries to zone to the back with Juviana. Taking a brunt of that damage.
Oh man.
Middle minion wave, there's a bit of a flow.
Yup.
But it will spawn at 10, their own minion waves.
Junichi has to go River Spider, falling Summer coming down with the Traction Pulse as well. They lock Lamaj down! And he flickers out to safety. Kani goes in, but he's all alone. Has the Immortality, flickers out to safety into the bush for the regen. And Zeta have the waves set up perfectly. Mid and top. Junichi there. Kani keeps. Wait, whoa! Furious down, the Petrify already used up, and it's only onto the frontliner now as 10 is still able to cut away. Kani taken down by the Feathered Airstrike. Water has an angle. 1-for-0 trade on the board.
Oh man.
Alive.
How the hell did they play this one perfectly? 6k gold lead for Zeta. It doesn't feel like it at all. Lamaj still in the front line. Look at that. Juviana
tries to go in onto Juviana, is doing a lot. Now 10 jumps in, able to get the mountain shocker, and the CC's enough. Water jumps with the shadow kill. 10 buys the immortality. Water's forced back. Lamage on him with a winner crowd from 10. Rose Gold Meteor, but he will burn down to Agi as Lamage tries to cut away against 3. Muiminette trying to deal out a bit more damage. It's the chase now. Immortality down for Lamage. The stun on, but he's too darn tanky again, even with the Bravest Spider and the Shred. It'll take them so long. Lamage gets out of the stun with the falling Star Moon. But with the curtain call, Muiminette finally gives Lamage his first death.
That is too much plot armor for Lamage. Finally, he gets taken down, but what a team fight from both sides. 10 almost barely escaping with his life, but that glowing wand proc and also the magic worship. My goodness, that could have gone south for Leon Esports, but the margins just works out.
And that might not be the end of it. We're probably going to see a round 2. Zeta Division still have the minion waves towards their side. Here comes Water. Leon Esports, can they rush it or will 10 make it back in time?
Oh, man.
Too much damage onto Water, and Leon has to play the slow game again. But while Zeta Division have played the mid game much better compared to Leon, Sheffin.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they have the waves, they have the turrets. Zeta Division, this should be their game to lose.
Yeah. It's a big win for Zeta, though. Despite that chaotic trade, they got a base turret up top with the mini wave. So, again, for Zeta, they can play the patient game now. They had to play it chaotic earlier. They needed to take those risks. But now it's all about how Leon needs to take the risk, how they can commit into the fight. They've lost the turret. Yeah. And the wave is pushing in. Hayabusa's gonna have to be sent there.
Oh no.
And they see him. They see him, 10 sees him, but the Lord gets reset again. The Hayabusa goes for the clear, but already uses the Shadow Kill up top. Now the Black Dragon gets used up 10. Can he go for the Red Tree Waters? Walking up and the Petrify will stun 10 in the back for them to steal the Lord away. But Zeta will tear through the members of Leon Esports. It's a classic Lord 4-3 member trade of Lamage. Can he keep himself alive? Muiminette is on a killing spree.
Wait, this is endable. Definitely endable, right? They're still managing the wave here. Zeta Division, the Lord comes up. They might be going for the top lane here. No one is going to take care of that. While Water is taking care of the mid lane wave. Jinzu getting cancelled by Muiminette.
Only Water left standing. The Lord of the mid lane will be ushered into the bottom lane, and they'll be able to force out our first full series of Wildcard.